How's it, Youth Life? Welcome back to where we speak about the 10 Commandments. Today we are speaking about commandment number 3, that is, do not use the Lord your God's name in vain. And guys, we see the 10 Commandments in two parts of the Bible, Exodus 20 and Deuteronomy 5. Over to Devon.
So in Exodus 20 verse 7 it says, "You shall not use or repeat the name of the Lord your God in vain, that is lightly or frivolously, in false affirmations or profanely. For the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain." So let's look at the word vain. Let's look at its meaning. It translates to worthless, meaningless, has no purpose, empty. So using God's name in vain includes words and actions with lifestyle. So we can use God's name in vain with our words. It boils down to our lifestyle, our actions, because we were created to worship the Creator. So if our lifestyle, if our actions does not display that worship and exaltation, we are using God's name in vain, right?
Exactly, and the truth is God is everything. Let's look at some of God's names. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord is my provider. Jehovah Nissi, the Lord is my banner. Jehovah Rapha, the Lord is my healer. Jehovah Shalom, the Lord is my peace. These are just some of the names that represent God and who He is. Each of God's names represents an attribute of His character. As it says in a passage in the book of Revelations, God is the beginning and He is the end. He is Alpha and He is Omega.
Yeah, guys, that's right. I just want to read a scripture, John 1 verse 1, that says, "In the beginning, before all time, was the Word, Christ, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God Himself." So the reason why I'm reading this scripture, guys, is this just shows that God was the beginning. He was the start. He is the one that created you. He is the one that gave you purpose. So who are we to use God's name in vain or act in a way that brings a bad reputation to God?
Just as Dante said, who are we to disrespect God's name and to treat it in a falsely way? So in order for us to show that we love God and that we respect Him, we need to not take His name in vain, and therefore we need to love Him to show that we respect Him. We need to show through our actions and our daily lives that we love Him and we truly see Him and value Him in our lives in order to show Him respect.
And that is right to me, as you see. With love comes respect, a fear. With respect comes honor and wisdom. In Proverbs 1 verse 7 it says, "The fear for the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, but fools despise wisdom." And why do we need wisdom? To handle life, to handle everyday situations, tasks. So don't be a fool, be cool, and respect God.
Guys, I think getting to the next point, God is really serious about this commandment. If you look at Exodus 20 verse 7, in the B part we see, "For the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain." So guys, in this B part, it really just says, I almost want to say God will not forget, but if I can use a better word, God will not forgive. And why God is so serious, the big and major problem with this is we think it's almost just using God's name. Like in the American movies or in the movies, we just say, "Oh my God," or "God, I had a tough day." But that is definitely a form of using God's name in vain. But it's much bigger than that. If I can use an example, let's say you start a business and you put a banner on your wall that says, "God is the way, the truth, and the life." But in your business, you do illegitimate transactions, you do illegal transactions. So guys, that gives God a bad reputation. That is not God's character. God's character is love.
So just to end things off, I just want to give you guys another scripture from 1 John 2 verse 4, which says, "Whoever says, 'I know him,' but does not do what he commands is a liar, and the truth is not in that person."
Yeah, guys, the reason why we really picked this scripture is just to show that God is really serious about His commandments. He really wants us to obey. And guys, if we love God, you are going to obey. So follow God's commandments, show God that you love Him, and also show people that God is really a good God.
Yes, so stay tuned here where we speak about the 10 Commandments. Next week, same time, same place, where we will be diving into commandment number 4. Till next time,
Cheers.
Cheers.